All right, it says I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. Welcome to Tractor Talk, impromptu Tractor Talk. And I'm not sure if anybody's going to chime into this or not. Tune in, but I have to run upstairs real quick and check on the little one to make sure she's still sleeping. So hold on. I will be right back. I'm going to run upstairs, check on the little one, make sure she's still sleeping. Be right back. Yep, she's sleeping. All right. How's everybody doing? It says I've got 7 people watching. Jason, Lee, what's going on? Challenger Hitchman, how's it going, bud? I know it's kind of late notice, but I figured what the heck? We'll have an impromptu live stream and just talk and shoot the shit. Oop, I just swore. Dang it. Logan, what's going on? As you can see, we haven't made any further progress on Connor Super M. It's still sitting in the same spot it was. So, what's going on, everybody? How we doing? Kind of the main reason that, well, 2 reasons that I decided to do an impromptu live stream tonight was one, I just really didn't have much going on. I just put the kid to bed and she's sleeping. So she was falling asleep during dinner. Dave's in the house and Hyatt's in the house. What's going on, fellas? Logan says Dad and him picked up a new lawnmower. That's good news. That means you'll be making hay soon. Not much going on around here, but anyways, back to the story. First reason I decided doing an impromptu live stream tonight was I just had nothing going on and just put the kid to bed. And second reason was I'm leaving on Monday for a little vacation, so I'll be off the grid, kind of enjoying myself for 5 days, and pretty unplugged. So I need a little R&R. So, but then when we come back, it's right back to it. So between the Super M, the John Deere E engine, the Case SC for the Ramsey Relics, and or for the Relics Tractor Club rather, and then working both jobs and being dad. So it's kind of the reason I decided, what the heck, might as well do an impromptu, but give you a shot at, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there we go. Whole bunch of parts ready to go for Connor's Super M over on that table right behind me, right here. So not really a table, it's plywood on buckets, but it works. Logan says making hay with a John Deere S170. Not impossible, but we've got an Oliver 1655 and a 315 sickle mower if we need to make hay. That'll do the job. I've got a John Deere L111, I think, or L110, L111. I think that's what it is, my riding mower. Bob Fletcher gave a nice shout out to all corrections officers on Friday nights live on patrol. That's awesome. We don't get a whole lot of shout outs. We're kind of the forgotten sector of law enforcement, but usually when it comes to prisons, it's a hidden part of society and nobody really cares about it. So everybody wants the criminals caught and locked up, but after that they don't really care. And when it comes to, funding for prisons, I will be the first to tell you that the last place that taxpayers want to put money is into prisons. Dave says, if I get motivated, I'll go back out and work on making you all a new vid. All right. I haven't even watched the last couple you posted. I've been so freaking busy, man. Logan says, also order a backpack blower, but that won't be delivered till next weekend. I wish I had a backpack blower. I got a couple. I got a gas powered one, but it's not a backpack blower. And then I've got a little electric Black & Decker, but that Black & Decker doesn't really work too well. So Hyatt says, Friday I tested positive for COVID, so I've been resting in bed and on the couch. So the live stream is much appreciated. Hey, no problem. And I hope COVID treats you better than it treated me the first time. The second time I wasn't doing too bad, but the first time was pretty rough. So you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Ever considered rounding up a front cultivator for the H? I grew up with cultivators on a Super C and 350. The problem with something like a mounted cultivator is, where do I put it? Because I can't keep the H in here with the Case SC and a car. There's no way it's going to happen. And I don't have another building to put stuff in. So by the time I get 2 tractors on one side and a car on the other of this 2-car garage, it is very tight in here. So Logan says, I hate electric leaf blowers and weed eaters. Yeah, me too. I don't like electric anything except for like drills. DeWalt's, Milwaukee, they make good stuff, but yeah, space is always an enemy, and I don't have any. So I built that shed, that 12 by 16 shed last year, and it's full. I mean, I took all the stuff off the shelves in here. It's in there because I originally was going to finish the garage, insulating and sheetrocking the garage so I could put a heater in here, and then put a lot of the stuff from my crawl space in the basement onto the shelves in here, so that I minimize what's in my crawl space, because quite frankly, I hate crawling into my crawl space. I'm not cut out for that kind of stuff. Jason says, how's the weather? Pennsylvania's got nothing but rain the last 2 days. Cooler temps now, but warming up during the week. Yeah, it's the last several days we've had a lot of rain, but it's been quite nice the last couple days. Last 3-4 days, temps in the 50s and 60s, and I think they're saying next Wednesday we're supposed to hit 85. So not ready for that. I'd rather enjoy the 60s and 70s for a month or two, and then jump into that 80-degree stuff for a week or two, and then back into the 60s, because I'm much more comfortable in 65-degree weather than I am in 90-degree weather. Logan says, our garage is full. 3 cars, the lawn equipment, and a bunch of other junk. Yeah, I hear you, man. I'm just waiting on a couple more items for Connor's Super M, and I mean, it's pretty much ready to go. So I do have the stuff for the cam, so we can get the cam and lifters in it. But I can't put the timing cover on it because I don't have a gear for the live hydraulic pump, and I want to put the live hydraulic pump in before I put the timing cover on, because I want to make sure that's in time. I don't care that the tractor's got a distributor going on it, and it doesn't really matter how it goes in, but I want to know how it's in and that it's in time, because if for whatever reason there needs to be a magneto put on this tractor, that live hydraulic pump is in time with the cam and crankshaft, and you don't have to worry about it. Because if you don't put it in time, yeah, you can run a distributor just fine, because you can, adjust the distributor, almost infinitely. But the magneto, that gear has to be in time. Otherwise, it'll never run. So, diesel truck mechanic, what's going on? Patch of Heaven Farms in the house. I'm gonna keep popping in and out just to check on my little one, make sure she's still sleeping. You know, I get paranoid about that stuff if I'm out here in the garage, so I like to run in and check on her every once in a while. So Jeff's in the house. What's going on, bud? Speaking of that, I'm going to run in and check on her real quick. I just put her down right before we came out here, so you know, when I went back in the first time, she was sleeping, but you never know. You know, all it takes is for her to roll over and then she's awake. So I'm going to go check on her quick. I'll be right back. Still sleeping. So, Hyatt, how you feeling? Have you lost your taste and smell yet, or is it just kind of a mild case? For a while, the space where my dad's was being filled with our Farmall 756. Yeah, well, I have a Super M in my parking spot right now. So I know the feeling. Oh, and we're still waiting on. I wonder if the seal. I haven't even looked in the bag that Connor dropped off, but I wonder if that seal is in there for the governor. I should probably go grab that. All right. Hyatt says, seems to be a mild case, but I'm already getting better. Taste was altered a bit, but never lost it. Well, that's good. Looks like we got an oil filter, 2 oil filters. Okay. Got a governor seal and an oil pump gasket. And a key for the camshaft. So, actually this oil filter, I can stay, oh. Gasket and seal. Well, now that we got the seal, the governor can go back together. We got the keyway or the key for the camshaft, so the key or the camshaft can go. The gear can go on the cam can go on the block. We can put the lifters in. So good. When we come back from vacation, we can make some more progress. Hopefully by then the gear will be here for the live hydraulic pump, and then we can put the timing cover on. I'm glad to hear that you're getting better already, Hyatt. That's good. I mean, this whole COVID thing, it's just it's something we got to live with. It's time to move on. It was time to move on a year ago, over a year ago. So that's just my opinion, but it ain't going anywhere. Jason says, "What's the next show that I will be attending?" Well, I'll be going to STEAM school at Rolog in June, but after that, I won't be at a show till probably sometime in July. But most of the shows around here kick up in August, so it'll probably start with Almaland now. Then, um, yeah, I don't know. I have to look at the show schedule and my work schedule to figure out which ones I'll be able to go to. So for sure, Almaland now. Then, Rolog and Andover, South Dakota, I'll be at. So, but what other ones I'll be going to, I don't know. So, yeah, Hyatt, I mean, that's the best way you can do it. Just roll with the punches, dealing with it like a sinus infection. Just take it as it comes and, do the best you can. Jeff, I saw where Diesel Creek and East Terminal Railway will be at National Pike, says Dave. Oh, also, if you've been following those two videos I posted about my cousin's Peterbilt, I have a bunch of videos that I have to edit that he gave me. I was over there about a week and a half ago. I have a bunch of videos he gave me to edit and splice together. So we're gonna get his channel up and running, and then him and I are gonna sit down and look through all the editing and stuff that I did, and we will be posting more videos on the Peterbilt restoration. So stay tuned for that too. But they're not going to be on my channel. And actually, the first two videos I posted, we're going to re-edit those and kind of put a spin on them for his own channel. So stay tuned, because I'll be sharing a link on the community page when we get that channel up and running and when we start posting videos. So yeah, if you guys are excited to see that, head on over there when we get it up and running. I still got more parts to clean, by the way. We got to clean the oil pan. We got to clean the entire clutch housing on this needs to be cleaned. The front end, frame rails, front bolster, that all needs to be cleaned and degreased. I mean, there's a ton of grease and everything else in this thing. So grease and dirt and everything. But I got to go check on the little one. I think I hear footsteps. I was right. I heard footsteps. So she's back in bed though. Hyatt says, have you ever been to Golden Spike National Monument where the two railroads meet in Utah? No, I haven't. I've only been to Utah once and it was for about an hour. I had a layover at the Salt Lake City airport coming going to or coming no going to San Diego. So I never got to see much of Utah, but I have a bunch that I want to see because there's Arches National Park. There is, what am I thinking of here? Bryce Canyon, I think, is in Utah as well. There's a lot of stuff I want to see. Angels Landing, Zion National Park, that's in Utah. I really want to do the hike to the top of Angels Landing. I'm terrified to do it, but I really want to do it. So, Dave, have you watched the interview Dirt Perfect had with Matt from Diesel Creek? It's on Dirt Perfect's second channel called A Few Points from Perfect Podcast. They must be some farming channels or something. I don't know. No, there's a lot of national parks and monuments that I want to visit, but next week I'm headed to South Dakota again, so I'm going to spend a little more time out in the Black Hills, checking some things out there, and just sightseeing, enjoying things. So, but next year maybe going to Western Colorado and then Utah, but I'm not sure at this point. It's too far out to try to plan. So I really should go somewhere tropical because I've never been anywhere tropical. Diesel Creek is a young man who buys a lot of old equipment and fixes it. Oh, okay. I should probably check it out. As if I don't have enough enough things that I watch, but some days though, when you're just winding down at the end of the day, it's it doesn't hurt to go diversifying the other channels to see what's out there. So yeah, South Dakota really is a really nice state. I was surprised to see just how big or how high the Black Hills actually are. Um, Black Elk Peak is a mountain in the Black Hills of South Dakota, and it's the highest point between the Rocky Mountains and some mountain range in Europe. So, the highest point east of the Rockies, basically, which I thought was pretty cool. And that's one of the hikes that I want to do this week or this coming week is Black Elk Peak, the Cathedral Spires, and there was another one that I was going to go see too, but I'll know more when I get out there. And I'm going to take video and put it on the channel and everything. So, if you guys want to watch the travel stuff, by all means, go right ahead and, check out some of the places I've been and maybe put them on your list. So Tom A is in the house. Diesel Creek converted a Gale silage blower to a leaf blower. Wow. That's that's a lot. I'll have to check out this Diesel Creek guy. Dave says he's a real nice guy and he's super down to earth. And he knows his stuff. Yeah, other than that, not much going on here. I'm way behind on emails. So if anybody has sent me an email, I'm sorry I haven't gotten back to you yet, but I am way behind. I mean, like probably 2 weeks. So I'll get back to you. Maybe I'll do some emailing while I'm in South Dakota, just while I'm winding down at night. But my goal is to just kind of distance myself from most electronics. So Mr. Stubb, Paul is in the house. Tom says YouTube is slacking, no notices today, and I luckily stumbled on Rick and now Kenny's live stream. I hope I'm not trampling on Rick's live stream. I don't want to do that. This is just an impromptu thing. I wasn't planning it. I just figured, what the heck, you know. I had no plans at doing this until literally 2 hours ago. So Diesel Creek has 400,000 subscribers. Holy cow! Well, that's probably his only job, is YouTube. Oh, Rick's doing a premiere. Okay. Well, I don't feel as bad then. Sorry, Rick. I keep listening in the house for little footsteps. Oh, okay. Rick's premiere was over a few minutes ago. That's good. At least I'm not trampling on him. So Paul says, looks like Marty isn't making it to plow day at Connors. Well, it happens. I don't know if the H is going to make it there. It sounds like Connor's doing plow day the day after I come home from South Dakota. And, I still have all this stuff in front of the H. I don't really know if we're going to be able to get this stuff moved and get the H out. And I still have to retorque the head and reset the valves. So, that's something I could do, after plow day at Connors, we could do that, but it really should be done. But it would be really nice to get this H out to Connors plow day and get it hooked up and really give it some good run-in time. Because we did hook it up to the Prony brake up at Rolog, but I think we pulled about 22, 23 horse, and that's where we stopped because we, being a brand new engine, haven't retorqued the head or nothing, we didn't want to push it too hard. So, but I'd be willing to bet we could get close to 30 horse out of it. Logan says, I think Diesel Creek runs a landscaping or a property maintenance business. Okay. Hyatt wants to know how Grandpa's SC is after spending the winter outside the garage. It's fine, other than battery. Battery took a crap on me, so I've been crank starting it, which hasn't been easy because the jaws on the front of the crankshaft pulley on that SC are quite worn, so the crank likes to jump out of the teeth on that. So you got to be careful when you hand crank that thing. When I tear it down, whenever that is, I'm going to put a new crankshaft pulley on it, or at least look at, trying to file or Dremel those teeth so they have more of a hook on them, so it doesn't skip as much. But other than that, it runs fine. So, which is odd because, that SC, although I've put fuel in it a couple times since I put fuel in the M last year. So, I just found it odd that the M had so much water in the tank, but it is what it is. We got most of it drained out. We just got a little bit left in there and hopefully some isopropyl alcohol, and, runtime will take care of that. So if I go, make sure to take lots of video time. If I go, what are you talking about, Tom? If I go on vacation? Logan says, I remember seeing the 150 case on the Prony brake at Rolog. Yeah, that was quite a show. If they would have been able to keep the belt to stick, they probably would have gotten close to 200 horsepower out of it. But as it sat, I think they got it up to like 100 and what did they say, 172 or 180 horse, and well over 5,000 foot-pounds of torque. So, but they just couldn't keep the belt from skipping. So they didn't, for safety reasons, they didn't want to continue pushing it because, if the belt jumps off and rolls up, that's a nasty, nasty beast coming at you. Oh, Tom says plow day at Connors with DH. Well, I'm gonna go. It's just a matter, am I gonna bring a tractor or not? That's the big question. It all depends. I don't. If we can get the stuff out of the way to get the H out of the garage, and then somebody comes over with a trailer to get it over to Connors and bring it home, yeah, we can bring the H. But I don't know how much plowing I'm gonna do. I'll probably be doing a lot of filming. But the plowing, I mean, somebody can just run the H because I'll probably have my daughter with me. So I know I will. Logan says the 150 put out 170 horse and the torque was off the chart. Yeah, that machine is absolutely incredible. It's insane what that thing will do. Jason says there's a snake that you can put in a tank to soak up any water or ethanol crap. Dave says needed a 12-inch belt on there. I don't think the pulley was that wide. The pulley on the Prony brake or the pony on the belt on the 150. I'd be willing to bet that the 150 belt pulley is 12 inches or more. Jason says, I believe it's from Ethanol Shield. I'll have to look into it. Is it something you just drop in there, or is it like something that hangs over the edge so you can remove it? Hangs out of the filler neck. Logan says, Andrew Camarada is also another good YouTuber, kind of like Diesel Creek. Dave says 12-inch on the brake. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Pulley on the brake was probably a little too small. We were running a 12-inch belt here on the sawmill with a 2390 Baker. That'll hook up good. Let me go check again. Check on the little one. Okay. Yeah, she must have been just got a wild hair or something because she was up running around and she's dead sleeping now. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Jason says, yeah, you drop it in and I believe it has a shelf time in the tank. I'll have to look into that. Never heard of that, but I'll look into it. The 2390 is currently under a major rebuilding. I'd like to get some action of the new rivets getting run, and I'll be making a lot of custom bolts for it. Tom says, we canceled cable and upped the internet to 200. Can stream all I want. Good. Justin Anderson's in the house. Howdy, how we doing? Thought I heard footsteps again. Problem is my dog is in the house too, so it could be the dog, but it could be my little one. I don't hear nothing now, so. How's little Kizzle been doing? She's still riding around in her tractor? Oh yeah. When we got home last night, we took her four-wheeler out, we took her little tractor out, we took her little electric four-wheeler out. She wanted to sit on the real tractors. We've been outside most of the day today, so she's doing great. She started preschool about a month ago. Not even. Oh yeah, about a month ago, and she's doing good. She's doing good. They grow fast. Logan says, I have to force myself to go to bed because my sleep schedule is still messed up from last summer. I hear that, man. I was on overnight shift for 9.5 years, so I still have trouble sleeping, and I've been on day shift for a year now. Justin says, probably the wind. I've been hearing things all day. Yeah, the wind picked up here this afternoon, and I think we're supposed to get some storms rolling in, so could be the wind, but I'm guessing it was the dog walking around, because when I went in 2 minutes ago, she was completely asleep. So Tom says, Dave, get all the videos you can of anything you see or work on for the 2390. Absolutely. I would love to chronicle a complete restoration of a steam tractor. That would be so cool. But I have somebody probably 2 miles from me as the crow flies. Sean, he does a bunch of. Oh, now I hear footsteps. I don't know how she keeps waking up. She was falling asleep during dinner. I can't remember that. Oh, my friend Sean, he lives about 2 miles as the crow flies, and they're constantly working on steam engines. But there again, time. I don't have time to, work 2 jobs, be a dad to a 3-year-old, restore a tractor in my garage, restore an engine at Rudy's, and make videos. And I've got a lot going on. So yeah, I don't have time right now. If I had time, I'd be over there helping, but I don't have time. Yeah, preschool already. I know they grow so fast. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she wants to join in on the live stream. That's probably why she keeps waking up. I remember one time last summer when I started mowing hay at 1 p.m. and stopped at 7:30 or 8 the next morning. Yeah, it's a rough life working that overnight. It's if you haven't done it, you'll never understand. Yeah, Dave, I hear you. Family comes first, absolutely, and family comes above and beyond any of this stuff for me. So that's always my number one priority. I got people outside hollering. Saturday night. There's a reason it's called graveyard shift. It about killed me. Yeah, no kidding, right? Tom A., you still planning to move back to Michigan this summer? I feel like I should take the computer in the house. I should probably do that. I'm worried, I'm worried. Take the charger. This is the mess we got going on right now. So, whoa. Shh. Bet you weren't expecting that. All right. Come on outside. See my case calendar right there? Mm-hmm. Logan says, I spent my Saturday doing yard work and I still got yelled at by my mom for tearing up the yard. Yeah. Yeah, I was raking leaves this morning. We burned a bunch of sticks we picked up from all winter's worth of wind. And my mom's former boyfriend, Dwight, came over to grab his RV trailer that he stores in the yard here because he lives in the city. Hung out with the neighbors a little bit with the kids, and yeah, been a busy day. So Logan says your garage is still cleaner than mine. Well, I try to be clean and organized because there's no way I can't function in piles and piles of stuff. I'll spend all the day cleaning and not getting anything done on the actual stuff I need to work on. So Borky's in the house. What's going on, Rick? How you doing? I guess the Farm All H I was using to haul stuff around, tear the yard up. Yep, it happens, you know. Little black dirt, little grass seed, nobody will ever know. When you complete the rebuild of your SC, will that include a new job? Like a new restoration job, you mean? I don't know. I guess I don't know. I do have something I'm working on right now that I haven't said anything about on the channel, so you guys will have to stay tuned for that. But I don't, you know, as far as a project, look who's coming. What are you doing out of bed? What are you doing? Do you want to say hi? Come here.
Hi.
Say hi.
Hi.
You guys want to say hi?
Hi.
Come here. Oh, you want to say hi?
Hi.
Say hi.
Hello.
Here she is, folks. My pride and joy.
Watch out.
You want to watch Coco?
Coco?
Yeah? Okay.
Where's Coco?
What are you doing up? You shouldn't be running around, you crazy. What are you doing?
Hi.
Yeah, hi. See, they say hi over here. They're giving you waves over here. You see it?
Yeah?
Yeah? Okay.
Oh,
You want to be on this with me?
where's Coco?
No, we can't watch Coco at the same time. What do you think you're doing? Where did you get that anyway?
Where?
Did you push the chair over to the counter and take my phone? Here.
Where fix it?
You're going to fix it? See, she knows what fix it means. Here, you can watch a little bit, but you have to be quiet, okay? You have to be quiet with the volume because Daddy's doing something. Yeah, Coco Melon. She's showing you guys her favorite show. Can you go over on the couch? Can you go on the couch? Wait for Daddy? Yep. Okay, go on the couch. You want your juice? Okay. Here's your juice. Here's your juice, Bubba. Here. All right. Well, this live stream probably won't go too much longer, so we got to get her to bed. So, yeah. She is like wide awake now. I don't know how she's even functioning right now because we were outside almost all day. So, as far as new projects after the SC, I don't have much right now that I'm thinking of as far as a restoration. Things we could work on would be those little international engines that I have. One's from Rudy and one's from Paul. So I think, well, Paul's probably wouldn't take much to get running. It's pretty darn complete. And there's really not much. I mean, I could rebuild the mag, and I think it needs a new fuel tank because I think there's some holes in it. But other than that, I think it'd run pretty with very minimal effort. So, and it's a International LB engine, which is a throttle governed engine. It's not a hit and miss, and it's the same model that the one Rudy is letting me do for him. So we could probably put two engines together, two international engines, but the one that Rudy has, that's missing a mag, it's missing a flywheel, it's missing quite a few parts. So, But those are super common engines. It wouldn't be a big deal to get that stuff for. So Bob's in the house. Speaking of emails, Bob, I've been so busy I haven't had time to sift through. I bet I got about 6 to 12 emails that I have to respond to from people, among all the other stuff that I do outside of YouTube, normal email business. But Paul says that International engine ran about 6 to 7 years ago. So yeah, it probably wouldn't take much to get it running. I could probably pull the mag off, bring it over to Rudy's, clean it up, and more than likely it would probably work with all the parts it has in it. So friend's dad ran it to annoy neighbors' dogs. Well, that's one way to do it. Ouch. But I'm thinking I'm probably going to sign off here in the next 10 minutes because we got to get the little one to bed for the night, not just for 20 minutes to an hour. So a little shorter than normal, about an hour and 10 minutes, but it is what it is, That's parenting. Right, Bubba? She's my little sidekick out in the yard. Wants to be right there with you, pulling wrenches off the wall and everything. Wouldn't have it any other way though. It makes me nervous. Paul says, got to get out of here myself. The tapeworm's raising hell and I got to feed it. See you later, Paul. Sorry it was shorter than normal, but it is what it is. But as far as tractor projects go, my plan right now is get Connor Super M done and then finish up the John Deere E engine, get the Relics Case SC going, and then work on the International engines. So those are kind of what I have planned for projects right now. Jeff says, I'll be real nervous in 15 years. No, I won't. I got a couple things going for me. I know how to fight, and I got plenty of guns. Yeah, probably right, Tom. She'll probably be 13, 14, 15 when she starts talking about boys. And do I have a shovel? I got a couple shovels, but I have something better than a shovel. I have a friend named Connor that has a pig farm. Always good to know a pig farmer. We shouldn't talk like that. That's not nice. I'm sure my daughter will be blessed with a very respectful one single boyfriend. Yeah, that'll be nice, Hyatt. Thanks. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be, hopefully the hikes that I have planned, hopefully I'm not being too ambitious. And hopefully we don't get a whole lot of rain because May is kind of the rainy time out there. But yeah, it should be fun. So I'm looking forward to just getting away for a few days and kind of pressing the reset button, Logan says, Mom yelled at me for parking the John Deere 430 in front of the garage space where she parks her car. Well, what did you learn? Don't interfere with where Mom parks. Tom says it's reality, though. Yeah, you're right. Jeff, thanks. I appreciate it. It'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. So, another adventure. But I suppose it should be about time to close it out. It's 9 o'clock at night where I'm at, and it's probably 10 where most of you guys are at on the East Coast. So, anyways, I got to put the little one back to bed, and you guys take care. Always good to talk to you, and thanks for tuning in. I know it was kind of a last minute deal. Hopefully we'll have an actual tractor talk later on this month, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. And if it does, great. So Hyatt says, do you have the National Parks passport where I can collect stamps of parks I visit? I do not. I should probably get one of those. Logan says, park it in front of Challenger's Bay because that doesn't even run. Well, that'd be a better spot than in front of Mom's spot. So anyway, I better hit the bricks. So you guys take care, and I'll see you when I see you after I get back, probably. So take care, have a good night, and thanks for tuning in, guys.